Um, I'm feeling like crap because my dreams keep changing, and like no matter what my dream is, it always feels impossible. Like at one point, my dream was live the most, like, do what you want, like, and for me that's like nomadic hippie, but I tried something like that. It wasn't quite that, because I was not nomadic. I just went to another place and then stayed in that place for 7 months and then came back home. And while I was there, I was doing the most fun, or the most content I felt was when I was alone. And when I was with other people, I felt like I was straining myself. I think I'm like my mom, in the sense that, or maybe I'm like my dad. I don't know whoever it comes from, but it's just like a desire, like a strong desire to not be alone. I'm an introvert. Like, I don't really function that well in large groups. If the attention is off me, I function perfectly fine. But if I feel like people are looking at me, they don't even have to be. But if I feel like it, I panic. But that's not what I'm talking about. You can be in the middle of a large group and still be like completely alone, So I'm looking around and okay, so I have my dream changed. It went from wanting to like van life, hippie style, freestyle life, traveling the world. I mean, I've always wanted to travel. Like, that hasn't changed. Especially when my dream changed. That never changed. I still want to go travel. But what I want to do with myself changed. My goal changed. Or I changed my perspective on something. I used to be of the opinion that, like, marriage is not, I was red-pilled, basically. And, I mean, there's some wisdom there, I think, but I don't think they're right about everything. But whether they're right or not depends on the person who's listening. I mean, some people will benefit greatly by being red-pilled, and, maybe some people shouldn't take it all to heart, It depends on where you are in life and whatnot. I used to think that like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna get married. I don't wanna have kids until I'm like kind of oldish, until I'm getting close to middle age. I don't wanna that maybe, but I don't know. I think I want to do it a bit younger than that, maybe. And I was like, don't get married because you'll get divorced and you'll lose half your shit, blah blah blah. Good reason after good reason after good reason to not get married. Which is why people have opinions of things. They have good reasons, but maybe those good reasons aren't always correct, even though they seem to be. Like, it definitely seemed that way to me, because literally everyone in my family, except for me and my two of my three brothers, has been divorced. So I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to. But then my opinion changed. My goals changed. All of a sudden, I want to get married someday. Like, for real. Like, actually get married to somebody. And, like, that hasn't changed. Even though my goals have changed again, that hasn't changed. Just like how I want to travel the world hasn't changed. I went from being red-pilled to... There's probably still some bits of that in my brain that I can't articulate right now. But I like to think that after... I like to think that after my goals have changed again, I'm more right or more correct than I was before. And maybe. But I'm not quite the same in terms of my goals. So after that, my goals changed again. So I went from not wanting to get married, want to do whatever the fuck I want, and live my life traveling around constantly. And you know what? That's also, it's so lonely. When I'm at home, I'm lonely. And when I'm out having fun, I'm lonely. So I think the solution is like get a girlfriend. But, I have been dating not currently, but I have dated a person before and still felt lonely. I think what I actually want is somebody to like hear me, which may be why I make these videos. I want someone to hear me and like listen to me. And I wanted to go out there and out in the world and travel and like meet people, but the thing is, I'm an introvert, so it's not quite so natural for me. I mean, I can greet people and good impression, but then after a good impression, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so like I kind of just have to be myself. And I have to just be insecure because that's just gonna happen. Don't seek reassurance. Just be insecure. Don't know. I'm telling you to not know. And just go fuck yourself, I mean, that's probably the best way to live your life, maybe. Go fuck yourself. You either gotta go fuck yourself or kill yourself every single day. I guess technically those two mean the same thing, And I'm not meaning go commit suicide. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to letting bits of you die every day so you can do something. Like when you go out into the world and conquer your fears, that's a part of yourself that you're killing. When you conquer those fears, you're killing something inside of yourself. So you're killing yourself. Not committing suicide, just killing yourself. Every day you gotta kill yourself, right? And I didn't really want to start recording, but I had to kill that part of myself just for a little while. Maybe put it to sleep, maybe is a better way of saying it. But my goals changed again. I went from wanting to travel to wanting and working seasonal jobs everywhere, wherever I want to. And I went from that to okay, and not wanting to get married, and I went, okay, actually, you know what? I do want to get married. I do want to have kids, probably a little sooner than I originally thought. I also want a home base. I want to have a stable career. And now I listen to somebody like a dumbass tell me that I can be happy and I can have what I want and I can this and that and I can accomplish my dreams. You just have to know what it is, and you need some people to help you. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to find people? Like I said, that's something I'm not that good at, Just people. So my goals changed after I heard that, and then they changed again just a few minutes ago, before I clicked start on the video. My goal went back to, you can travel the world. I was thinking, what are the parts of that make me the most happy? What about traveling the world do I like more than anything else? And it's just, going around and seeing places and things and people and just going around and play guitar and have fun and But you want to know what? If you're going all over the world, you're always meeting new people. Who's sticking around? Who's with you? Are you just alone? And the answer is yes. So I thought, okay, I want to find somebody to take with me if they want to go. I'm probably not going to go until I have somebody who wants to go with me, because I don't want to be lonely. but I'm lonely anyway. But it would probably be even worse if I went far away where nobody knew me and nobody knew who I was and nobody cared to know who I was, and that's just even lonelier, you know? And I mean, I'm living kind of like that right now. I've got, except for the fact that I've got some family around me. Nobody outside of these walls cares who I am, or what the fuck I do, or if I even do anything, right? No, that's not true. That's not true. Okay, one thing I keep hearing from people, two people, Jordan Peterson and Barbara Scher, is that the world would be, you can shine on the world. Barbara Scher says you can shine on the world by, doing what you love, and just being yourself, and because there are people who will see you doing that and they would love to talk to you, and people are so interesting and all that. And then you've got Jordan Peterson, who says the world, you have a responsibility to yourself to make your life a little better every day, just a little better. In a way, do it in a way that makes your family's life better. And then eventually that makes the community better. And if you don't do that, you're making the world a little bit more like hell. So if you kill yourself, and this time I do mean suicide, you're just leaving a hole in the world. And the world will be more like hell because you are not there to make it a little bit better. But here's the thing. Here's what I have to say about that. And I'm open to being completely wrong about this because, I'm only saying it because of how I feel, not because of any particular knowledge that I have. Or maybe it is. Don't take it to heart because it's depressing. I think that, and this is probably the weakest thing you'll ever hear anybody say. So if you want to be weak, you could listen to me. But I think that you should do what you can to make the world a better place. But, what if no matter how hard you try, it doesn't work? And keep in mind, this is a question coming from somebody who hasn't really tried that much. So I don't know, I'm just really confused and upset and on the inside and simply because I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Because my goals keep changing. And, you know, I'm an open person. Like, I'm maybe a little too open-minded. You know, I'm also kind of neurotic. And I don't know if that's really a good combination. I don't know. I have ADHD, so like, I have ADHD. I don't know. I'm just really confused. I was in a good mindset. Work hard. Get a job. I'm still applying for jobs. I haven't lost that. So maybe it's not so bad, you know. But just hearing somebody like tell me that, yes, you can have what you want. All you need is to find what makes you happy, and then find people who are willing to help you problem solve to accomplish that goal of what you want. And then bam, there's the first obstacle. You know, find people. Find somebody who will help you, you know. Barbara Sher says that your attitude doesn't matter. It's isolation. Isolation is the dream killer, she says. And that's true. Because you want to know what's killing my dream? It's exactly that, you know. Oh, well, I can't have my dream because I actually don't have anybody. But I do have people. I have people. I just don't want to accept that that's all I have. Family. A couple friends, like not very many. And I don't even talk to them that often. And I don't even talk to my family that often, even though I live with some of them. What's this video at? I don't know. 24 minutes. Right? Yeah, 24. But yeah, I just think like, you know, like, what the fuck are you gonna do, man? Like, you don't know. I was thinking about, you know, before my goals changed, I was thinking about, you know, maybe become an electrical engineer or something, but, you know, maybe you should go to college, and now I'm like, maybe, but probably not, actually, because after my goals changed the first time, I was like, I am not willing to accept that I'm not built for college, because that's how I always thought of it. Like, oh, I'm not built for a school environment. But you know what? I'm not. I'm not built for a school environment. I'm just built different. You know, I'm just built different. I don't know. So I need to find like a group. So I'm thinking about just like going on VR chat. You know, I've seen videos of like people, you know, just like telling stories to people and like those people listening to that person, like just monologue and about like their life. That's kind of what I'm doing here. But, you know, I'm talking to a camera, not a virtual or real person. And I don't even know, well, I know that nobody's watching. So, which is how I'm able to do this. Like, I'm talking to myself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just talking to myself with a camera that I know is watching me. So I have to keep my story straight at least a little bit, because when I'm actually completely by myself and nothing except for me can hear me, it's a lot more wild. And usually I don't really say stuff. Usually I just let it all happen in my head. And I guess that makes it really easy to forget stuff. And the fact that I never really write anything down. I mean, hell, like, this is how I don't ever write shit, you know? I hardly ever write. And you know, Barbara Sure got me so excited that I might actually be able to have what I want, that I freaking wrote it down like a madman. And it actually looks pretty good. It looks like I was taking notes, like, damn, like, if I can have what I want, and this is how I need to remember. How to know what you love. The happy scale, or the H scale. It goes from 0 to 10. But me, the dumbass I am, I accidentally put 11 marks on the 1 to 10 scale. Or 0. I put 12 marks. But I started with 0 because the first mark is 0 and the second mark is 1. So it goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And because it's actually 12 marks, and then 0 is 1 digit, so there's 12 digits, 0 being one of them. There are 11 other digits going from 1 to 11, but I was like, no, this is a scale from 1 to 10. So I just went like 9, 9.5, and then 10. So how to know what you love, and using the happy scale. And then I wrote a bunch of bullets. Think about things you enjoy. Think about how much you'd enjoy it. Use the happy scale to determine that. 0 means nosebleed. If it gives you a nosebleed, it's so horrible, then you probably shouldn't do it. If it's a 10, it's ecstasy. Just, you love it. That's your calling in life. It's your purpose. Anything above a 7 is good. Never forget that you can't make a living off that, in quotes. Because you can make a living off of that, but maybe you shouldn't quit your job until you can make a living off of that. It says, never forget that you can't make a living off of that is a myth or a lie. Don't let your dreams die. Don't quit your job yet. Not until you can live off the dream. 6. Don't buy new outfits butt naked. Don't burn your clothes until you've got your new clothes. Which is a comparison to quitting your job before you are getting your dream accomplished. It's like going to the store naked. So don't quit your job. 7. Have someone make sure that your eyes light up when you talk about it, the thing that you love, just to be sure that you actually love it. If it makes you that happy, it's in your DNA. It's your purpose. Don't rob us by forgoing your calling. It's important. And that's one of the things that Barbara Sher said. This is notes that I took from her lecture. Yes, I need to call it that. And then the next thing is how to get what you love. And there's not as much there because I spent more time listening than remembering. But the idea is to create an idea soup. And that is, first, you find what you love, figure it out. What do you love? Okay, for me, that's, I don't know. I mean, I had it figured out before I made this video, but then I just freaking, I don't know. Because I looked online about people who like freaking travel together, and apparently it's like really freaking hard for most people to like keep their relationship in that lifestyle. So you either don't do it, so for me, the idea I have been given is that I should either don't follow my dream to travel or be completely alone. It's one or the other. If you can have your dream, but you have to be alone. And then there's don't follow your dream and have people. But that's still not a guarantee, you know. So find what you love. This is how you make an idea soup. Find what you love. Think about it. Visualize it. Then you select the best parts of it. The parts of it that make you the most happy. What are the things about like if you love movies, do you want to be an actor and do the same thing 8 times over and over each time like you mean it? Do you want to be recording? Like, do you want to be behind the camera? Do you want to set up props? Like, what do you what are the best parts of movies that you would do, that you would love to do? And then the third thing is measure your resources. So like, okay, what do I have right now that I could get? And like, I guess skills as well count, like, but I mean, loving something is skill enough, I think, if you really love it. And then the last step to make your idea soup is to gather friends and mix it well. And now that you have your idea soup, your your friends need to hold you accountable. And that's why I can't have my dream.